guys, how are you doing today? It's March 25th, 2023. I'm here on the west side, yes, in Guyana, and it's very sunny, it's very hot. How is the weather on your side? So, today I'm bringing you this video. Actually, I'm reviving this video. It has been in my archives, lost away, and I wanted to bring it back, bring it forward so you guys can see, or should I say, experience what I have experienced through my video, of course. And I'm taking you to Potaro, Siparuni in Region 8, and we are going to see the world's largest single drop waterfall, and it's none other than the Kaieteur Falls. And this happens to be one of Guyana's tourist attractions. Every time they come, they want to visit the Kaieteur Falls, and of course you will see why. And of course, some of you already know the Kaieteur Falls. You've been there, you've seen it, you've experienced the power of it. And I'm actually going to try to do this through my video so you can feel it, you can see it, and you will want to be encouraged to come to Guyana to see the Kaieteur Falls. If nothing else, come see the Kaieteur Falls. So I'm going to explain to you how we get there, how much we paid, and of course you'll get to see the actual waterfalls when we reach there. So let's get straight into it. So here we are at the Eugene F. Correa International Airport, but formerly known as the Georgetown Ogle International Airport.
In the third row?
Here, with him. Yeah. 4 persons, yeah.
Alright, enjoy.
Great.
Don't forget to take your picture, right?
There are 2 options to get to Kaieteur Falls, and that's either by plane as part of a day trip from Georgetown, or you can do an overland journey that takes about 5 days. Also, there are currently 3 airlines that are flying to Kaieteur Falls, and that's Trans-Guyana Airways, there's Air Services Limited, and there's Roraima Airways. So we booked up with Evergreen Adventures, and they're actually one of the main tour operators in Guyana. And we went on to their website to check out the tours, the different packages, of course. And once we got the one we wanted, well, actually we didn't want to waste the day, so we took the Kaieteur Falls, Orinduik Falls day trip, and that amounted to about $290 US per person. And once we wanted that one, we went into the office at the airport and we paid down, and we waited. We had to wait like a week or so because they didn't have enough people, and they're actually 12 persons per flight. They actually do it by batches as well, so it had to amount to 12 persons before we got on to that flight to go check out the waterfalls. So there you're looking at the Kaieteur Falls in the distance there. He's going to circle around and then he's going to land. And after 1 hour of nervously sitting in that seat, I was so happy that we've reached. Yeah, it was scary for me in that small plane. Oh my God. So located on the Potaro River in the Kaieteur National Park, it sits in a section of the Amazon rainforest, included in the Potaro Siparuni region of Guyana. So we're finally out of the plane, and now we're going to be greeted by some lovely tour guides that's right there at the Kaieteur National Park. But also we had a tour guide that came with us. She came from Ogle Airport there, and she is going to actually be the one taking us on an hour-and-a-half tour to the Kaieteur Falls, along with the others that were there. They also followed along. And then she's going to take us to the, well, there were like 3 vantage points for the Kaieteur Falls, and then she's going to tell us all about the Kaieteur Falls, the history of it, the culture and the people, and then we're going to try to see if we got a glimpse of the cock of the rock. That's a bird. And then we're going to try to look for the golden frog right there at the Kaieteur Falls. I think that's the only place it can be found, at the Kaieteur Falls, the golden frog. So there is the Kaieteur National Park, Guyana. That's the sign. And now we're going to get in there and actually get some water and so on. And then we're going to start trekking to the waterfall. And like I said, it's an hour-and-a-half of walking. So we're just going to probably use the restroom and so, and then we're going to head out. So because we took the 2 tours, which is the Kaieteur and the Orinduik Falls tour, we had lunch, water, and juice provided. That was part of the package. What happened, we took the tour to Kaieteur first, and then we came back because it was still the morning. We came back in time for lunch, had lunch, and then we went over to Orinduik Falls. But just to let you know, I have Orinduik Falls video on my channel, so you can go check out my channel and check out the Orinduik Falls video. I'm going to also include it on this video at the end of it. In this building is also like a museum because they have pictures on the walls telling you about the plants, and so you can find in this region right here at the Kaieteur waterfalls. And they also have animals made out of balata, and they're all in the showcase there. So that's Heather, the tour guide, and she's going to do a little explanation in the beginning in terms of safety and so on, and then we're going to start walking.
So I like to have an interactive tour. I like to ask questions. If you want, you can ask me back too. No worries in that. First question, anybody know which region we're in?
What is it?
Sorry, you don't have to wear the mask. We're the only person to be here. But of course, if you feel more protected with it on, it's fine. Anybody know which region we're in?
Okay.
That's right, yes. Anybody knows the name of this region?
Potaro Siparuni.
That's very, very, very good. It is the Potaro Siparuni region, and Kaieteur is located in this region. It's actually the main attraction here, and it's done at 741 feet, and when it's at its peak, it goes 36,000 gallons per second. Now, on your way over, you guys went to a few mountainous areas.
Right.
Anybody want to know what it's called? Guess what it's called? So we have some smart folks in our midst.
What's it called?
I think you're close. I think you said something. All right.
Pakarima?
The Potaro mountain ranges. Yes. Anybody want to tell me their individual names? No? No? Alright, so there's thousands of them around here. It's also stretched over to Orinduik, so we call them the Potaro mountain ranges. Now they each have their individual names. If you want, I can name them. Myself and Troy will take turns, but it will take over the entire trip. So we can start now, or we could just begin the tour. Now the sandy areas you notice coming over here are actually mining areas, and because Kaieteur National Park, mining is not done here. Now because it's so close, you will see a few glittering stones. Now one of the rules of Kaieteur is you can't take anything away, no floor, no stones or nothing. You don't think you take is memories and pictures. You can't let the eye know. So if at any point in time you want to see, you see a stone that's looking out of the ordinary, you can't have a feel at it, but you can't take it away. Just hand it over to me and Troy will take very good care of it. We trust you guys can trust us.
I mean, when I went to oh my.
Alright, so now I'm going to begin. Like I said before, my name is Heather. If I'm going too fast at any point in time, don't be afraid to let me know. Alright?
Let's go.
See right down here, it's still another goal.
Alright, so at Kaieteur, there are actually 5 vantage points. The farthest one is actually called Johnson View, but we're not going to that one today. We're going to start at the second one, which is Boy Scout View. But I'm not sure if you guys ever noticed, but in Grenoble, you notice there's a picture of Kaieteur Falls on it. You don't have to check it now, but just for your information, it actually was taken at the first viewing point, which is Johnson View. Now, the 4 stones block you see here are actually base camps. Back when Kaieteur was first discovered, we had a surveyor called Mr. Barrington Brown who came here to survey the area, and along with him he brought from Boy Scouts. They were called the British Boy Scouts of Guyana. They came twice, in the year 1932 and 1934, and this was one of their base camps. There's actually an overland tour to Kaieteur, and they had to journey through that. It takes approximately 5 to 7 days. That's their whole entire trip. They didn't have aircraft in that day, so they had to hike the entire way to Kaieteur. On the road, we had to climb several mountains. One of them was called the Oh My God Mountain. Now, if you decide to do the overland trip, you guys will get to do that. And at Kaieteur, we also have a guest cabin called Thank You Guest Cabin. Because after the mountain hike, the first thing you say is thank you when you get to the cabin because of how tiring it is. Now, the plant behind me is called a giant tang bromeliad. Anybody want to guess why it's called tang bromeliad?
It holds water, I don't know.
That's actually the right answer. When it rains, it can actually hold a certain liter amount of water. It's safe to drink from. Now, we only have a few of them which are actually quite edible. And this one is actually from the pineapple plant farm. Alright, now inside also holds the golden frog. We don't have the poisonous one here. It's very, very tiny in stature. I would give myself and try to look for it and give you guys a chance to see it. But just please don't get too close to the branches because it's very timid and very, very tiny. The slightest vibration will just jump off. Now, something I forgot to mention, which I should have said in the intro, was there's no safety barriers at any of the vantage points. So please be very, very careful. If you are afraid of heights, I do not advise you getting too close. Alright?
Let's get up first.
I advise that.
Okay. Come on, y'all keep together, okay? Oh. Oh wow. Oh. So this vantage point is called the Boy Scouts View.
Oh my god. This is beautiful. This is not the best one I would say because I'm being biased. The second one is the best one for me, but it's best to just take turns here. So one,
okay.
You can go first and the other one.
Okay.
Take pictures. Oh my god, I got it.
So there you're looking at the golden frog. Yeah. Okay. Give her some first.
Alright, I'm going to ask you to be extra careful in here because we are deep within now and we do have a few moving roots. Anybody want to know what we call moving roots? Snakes.
Mama.
Oh.
Just be extra careful when you step in and try not to hold anything because they can camouflage at times. Alright, the leaf you see here, it's very, very, very soft. You can have a feel at it. Some say it's actually softer than bouncy. It's called the melastome leaf, and we also call it bush soil paper In Guyana.
Wow.
When you're in the rainforest, you
Come
have to
feel it.
go on your little journey. You have to do number 2. It's safe to use that one, but just be extremely careful because there's another leaf that looks like that, but it doesn't have the same texture. Right?
Okay. There. Stay inside, please. Stay in the middle, in the middle, in the middle.
Watch how you step on these roots. Be careful about that. Nothing to let it do.
So now we're approaching another vantage point, which is the rainbow view. And this is really beautiful because you can actually see a rainbow at the bottom of the
course.
waterfall.
It's closer.
I want your rainbow.
So there you're looking at the majestic Kaieteur Falls. It's so beautiful. The rainbow view, that's the vantage point, the rainbow view, and you can see the rainbow at the bottom there. And there you're looking at the valley, and the Kaieteur Falls stands 741 feet high, and it's such a powerful waterfall. It's the world's largest single drop waterfall you're looking at here, and it can only be found in Guyana. So Kaieteur Falls is about 4.5 times the height of Niagara Falls and twice the height of Victoria Falls. So according to the Patamona Indian legend, Kaieteur Falls was named for Kai, a chief or a Tashau who acted to save his people by paddling over the falls in an act of self-sacrifice to Patamona, the Great Spirit. And some also have said that it has been named after an unpleasant old man who was placed in a boat and shoved in the falls by his relatives. And that's how the name Kaieteur, which means old man fall.
Is anybody first from the rainforest?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
nah,
How was the experience going?
Good.
Good, really?
yeah.
You guys ever do the overland trip?
No,
Anybody
no.
adventurous? No.
I would do.
So you guys went overnight in Kaieteur?
Yeah, I would.
No. I mean, we don't have any years ago. What he did, he took his canoe and he rowed himself over the edge of the falls. And Kai is actually Patamon, which is a language that people here speak, most of them. And shore in Patamon actually means falls. So the words together, you're saying Kai Falls. So when you're saying Kaieteur Falls, it's actually being redundant. So in English, what you're actually saying is Kai Falls, Falls.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Sorry. Careful.
So the falls were rediscovered by Europeans in 1870 by a party led by Charles Barrington Brown, a British geologist appointed as a government surveyor to the colony of British Guyana. So Brown and his partner James Sawkins had arrived in Guyana in 1867, and while they did some of their mapping and preparation of geological reports together, some work was performed in separate expeditions, and Sawkins was taking a break from his work at the time of Brown's discovery of Kaieteur.
Damn, this is beautiful. some pics.
Indian sun rise above the mountains, over the seas of deep. And if you have time, shine where darkness haunts me. It's in the past, I believe. Nights falling too fast, I know if I'm ready. Your gleam is all I've got, so rise over my path, over my story. Show me which way to go, 'cause I don't know how to be sure. Indian sun, I walked across the mountains, over the hills of green. But I couldn't find you by the horizon. I guess you're beyond my reach.
So upriver from the falls, the Potaro Plateau stretches out to the distant escarpment of the Pacaraima Mountains. The Potaro River empties into the Essequibo River, which is the 34th longest river in South America and the longest river in Guyana. So back in April 2019, there was this guy by the name of Zach Shaw. He, along with two park rangers and a biologist, underwent an expedition to go down at the bottom of the Kaieteur Falls. They did succeed. It took them 12 hours to hike and climb down. And this is because there was a prolonged lack of rain. And that meant the falls were reduced in volume significantly more than normal. So lucky for him, he was able to go down there and take a picture. Well, I wanted to go down and take a picture, but I'm not climbing down there, sorry. So here we are leaving the Kaieteur National Park and we're heading over to Orinduik Falls. That's the park there. We're flying over there and it took about half an hour to get over to the Orinduik Falls. And if you want to check that video out, go straight to my channel and you will just click into it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to leave it at the end of this video so you can just easily click into it. So there we're passing the Kaieteur Falls now, and like I said, there were 3 vantage points, and it was the Johnson viewpoint, Boy Scout viewpoint, and the Rainbow viewpoint. But we didn't go to the Johnson, it was closed. But I know you enjoyed the Rainbow viewpoint. It was lovely. So like I said, I'm gonna leave the Orinduik Falls video for you to check out. Don't forget to click into that. It was a pleasure showing you Kaieteur Falls, taking you around, and I know you enjoyed it much. So with that, guys, stay safe and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and I will see you in the next one.